Hey besties. So I wanted to do the Story Generator CAS challenge thing that I did previously again, because I really like having a story to drive my sim creation. I think I get really good results with that. This time it was kind of messy. And it was entirely because I got a really messy prompt. And so the prompt that I got this time was the best way to cut the woman down to size would be to flirt with her husband. And now that's just messy. Like there's no there's no interpretation of that that's not messy. I imagine, right? Essentially, there's like a family. It's like a slightly newlywed. I'd say maybe like, I don't know, they've only been married like 2 years, 3 years. And so I don't really know what the husband does. I think maybe he's like a stay-at-home dad or something. And they have one baby and she's an infant. And then his wife is actually like a real estate agent and they live in like the suburbs. I'm thinking like San Sequoia, really. So yeah, she's like a real estate agent. And then she has like a rivalry, like a workplace rivalry with another real estate agent. And she's like better, like she's been doing it longer, she's made a lot more money, obviously. She's just like more experienced and stuff, but like pretty sure his name is Joey, and then his wife's name is Zoe. Okay. So his name is Joey, his wife's name is Zoe, and the baby's name is Chloe. I thought it was really cute. And so I imagine that Zoe has just been getting more like traction lately, and so she's been like the go-to real estate agent in like her area, and she's kind of like dethroned Jordan, who is like the mistress slash rival real estate agent lady. And so she's taking it like really personally and she's being like really petty about it. And so now she's like a mistress kind of. And I like that I can like make multiple sort of like relationship dynamics in CAS, because I didn't even have to like pretend. Like I can literally just like portray that in CAS, and I can just like go in game. Like if I wanted to play with them, I can just like start like right off the bat basically. And so I made Joey really chill. I feel like he's like really comfy. He like used to surf, but now they live in like the suburbs, so he's kind of like not feeling the best about that. And he's not a bad person, but like, you know, any kind of like really large significant change in life can sort of change your outlook on life too, and maybe make you do things that you wouldn't do. And I feel like with the baby, like they probably wanted to move to the suburbs because that's kind of what people do, really. So they couldn't live in like the fun place that he used to like surf at and stuff, and like I'm assuming in like the town where they like both went to college at. And so he's kind of bored basically. And so he sort of like started up this like affair with Jordan. I felt really bad because I actually really like Zoe. Like I really like how she turned out, and I like that they all have like a rhyming name scheme aside from Jordan, obviously, because she's not part of the family. And yeah, and I liked the idea that like Zoe was sort of new to this, so like she's only really just started sort of making money with it, like decent money with it. So like she doesn't dress like super flashy or anything. Like she's only just now starting to sort of incorporate slightly more businessy looking outfits that are a bit more formal than like what she would normally wear. And like for everyday wear, she's literally wearing like a cardigan. Like she's very cozy and chill, because I was still on that sort of vibe with the previous family, because I feel like low-key they could also live in San Sequoia. I'm pretty sure I took their photos in San Sequoia actually, so like that actually adds up a lot. I was kind of in like a suburban mood, I guess. And yeah, like she's just like super casual, and she has like a semi-new baby, because like I know there's like a newborn phase and then there's an infant phase, but like I don't really keep newborns around for very long. Like if I do, it's for like Like, let's say if they were born in like the middle of the day, I could leave them a baby for like that like half of a day, and then like really early in the morning the next day I just age them up, because like there's no point, you know. Like they have some interaction and they have like little outfits and stuff, but like it's really not worth it. And I wanted to make sure that I gave them wedding rings, by the way, because like now that we have like an eyelash section, I don't have to avoid rings. So I can actually make sure that I like properly showcase my married Sims, and that's really fun. I really like that, because it was like 10 years at least where like we literally could not do that. And so yeah, so like I imagine that like infant in this way is probably like, I don't know, she's probably like 4 months old or something. Like I don't imagine that she's like a proper like infant stage, because I think that's supposed to be like 6 months or like 8 months and older, because toddlers like a little bit older in The Sims 4. But like in my head, because obviously we can't make newborns in CAS, like I imagine that Chloe is like 4 months maybe, so like this is like a very new baby, and I'm assuming they probably moved probably like 4 or 5 months ago, like right before she had the baby. So yeah, I feel like she kind of like randomly appeared in like the real estate agent business, and she sort of like, I don't want to say blindsided, but kind of blindsided Jordan, because like she kind of had it on lock low-key. And then suddenly she's here, and now she's getting like all of her clients and stuff and all of her business. And yeah, I thought that was cool. And the prompt was just like so messy. I was like, I gotta make this interesting, like, and how I also like kind of wanted to make sure that like it made sense, because I was like, how would this make sense? Like in what way would she be like cutting the woman down to size? But like it had to be like a rivals kind of thing, and I really like that. I have a lot of fun doing like little story generator things, because I would have never thought about this. Like I don't even play with like drama in my own space. Like I literally still play, not quite exactly the way that I used to play when I was like 12, but like kind of the same way. Like my Sims don't really get divorced. If they get married, they don't get divorced. Like that doesn't happen. They also rarely cheat. Like I've had some like single Sims that just have like a kid and they live. But like if I'm doing couples, like I'm doing couples, you know. They're like one true paired up. Usually for like my legacies and stuff, like they're paired up when they're like teens and they just stay together forever, and it's just easier that way. Plus I play on like short lifespans, so I don't have as much time to sort of play around with them, but I do that on purpose because I get bored really easily. But like I don't have a problem with it, but like I kind of want to branch out in terms of gameplay, and so yeah. I'm like slowly doing it through CAS, and so I wanted to make them distant and also wholesome, because I think that they don't really notice. Like I don't think Zoe knows about Jordan sort of meddling with her marriage, but like he's just been more distant lately, so I didn't want them to have like a strained or unpredictable like romantic dynamic, but I did want them to have like a distant sort of family dynamic. And I know I said 4 months and I gave her teeth, but like let's just pretend you don't see that. Let's just all pretend that you don't see the teeth. But like making infants in The Sims literally takes like, I don't know, 10 minutes max. like especially once I have like a good infant skin, and I've sort of narrowed it down lately to like what I actually like. And it's this like northern Siberia wind skin, like the infant skin, but also I believe it's Sims 3 melancholic. They're like infant skins, like a yellow background. That one's really nice. I like that, and it adds a bit more like rolls and stuff, because I wanted a skin that matched with the skins that I use for my like adult sims and like child sims and stuff. And like I've just been really struggling with infants and also kind of toddlers a little bit, especially because I think there's like one mod that like got broken recently for like makeup for toddlers, and I had my eyelashes in the makeup like eyelash category, obviously because we have that now, but like I haven't re-downloaded the new version of the mod, so I still can't use makeup on my toddlers, which is very infuriating. So that's why I want to make her an infant too. I just sort of like, it was easier that way. And so this is going to be Jordan, and she's much more fancy than literally anybody else. And they have like a steamy dynamic. I thought that was interesting. And she's also like technically in the family, because obviously I have to like set up relationships and stuff, so I had to make her with them. So I think that's fun. I don't think they live together, I just think that like I had to make them together, you know. And I wanted her to be very fancy, like very, because she was like the go-to real estate lady. And so yeah, I'm sure that she has like a lot of money. So I went for like the Centate sort of luxury pattern on like the top, and some like, I want to say like some linen pants, and then like fancy heels, and then like lots of like accessories and stuff, like her nails done really well, and they're like long too. And yeah, I just wanted her to look very obviously like she puts a lot of like effort in to her appearance. Not that Zoe doesn't, but like they just don't have the same vibe, the same aesthetic, you know. It's very, very, very different. And I used a lot of like Centate stuff, because whenever I have to make my Sims look good, I go to Centate. Like if they have to look fancy and like businessy, like Centate is always going to be there. It's always going to do it. It's just phenomenal work, truly. Actually, like them and A. Harris O'Brittany are probably like my two most consistently used creators throughout like all of the years too, like not even just this year, but like yeah. They were really good. I think Twisted Cat is like also up there, because like their makeup is fantastic. Like I literally don't make a sim without using their makeup, and Cryptic Sim too. Those are like the staples. And recently, this is kind of off on a tangent, I have like 3 minutes to ramble about this. But I did like a quick little like, not really quick is actually a really strong word, but I did a bit of like decluttering and organizing of my like CAS stuff, because like the bulk of my mods folder is just create a sim stuff. Like I already like halved my like build by CC, because I don't really have that much, and I really only have like 6 MCC stuff really. And so I've just sort of let my CAS folder go unchecked, and so I deleted like a ton of stuff that I never use. I just always scroll past. I still have like a backup on my on my external drive, but like I needed to do that, and it was actually so helpful. I used the Sims 4 mod manager, and it's great because you can like see what you're deleting. It's so good. You can go folder by folder too. Like it's so easy. And I think this was before I did that, so there's like a bunch of stuff that I had to like scroll through that I never really cared about. but I just didn't know what they were, or I was simply too lazy to locate it in my folder. But yeah, so next time you guys see Cass, it should be a lot better looking. But I really like her vibes too. I try to keep her very like browns, tans. Lately that's sort of been the color that I've been thinking of when I think of like luxury items. And I know that sort of earlier this year / last year was more like an icy blue color, which I still do also like. It's either like tans or browns or that color. That's sort of been like the go-to I'm rich color. And then these screenshots, I believe I took them in San Sequoia because of course. And I don't know, I really like this family. I think they're very messy, but obviously you guys will have to let me know what you think. And I will definitely be putting them and like the other two families that I think I've missed out on Patreon soon.